Morning. Well, I'm dressed and I'm ready, and I'm going to make my way to our local hospital because I'm having a meeting with the fertility clinic there. Because a few years ago when I had my HSG, the dye test where they put dye through your tubes to see if there's any blockages, I had a meeting with them after and they said that my tubes were blocked, but they never really told me how blocked. And to be honest, back then I was a bit naive to it. I was just like, oh, okay, they're blocked, all right then, let's do IVF. I didn't really investigate how blocked, whether they could be unblocked and things like that. So now that since I've moved, I haven't actually had any of those details back. And obviously I've done a few IVFs since, but I've chased it all up, and today I'm going to meet the lady at the clinic who hopefully will give me the answers as to how blocked they are, and yeah, if there's any chance of unblocking them in the future and things like that. They took a biopsy and I never got the results back for that, and I'm presuming it was something to do with the lining, maybe to see if there would be any implantation issues or something like that, maybe endometriosis, I don't know. So I'm going to find out today. If I can't film in there, I'm going to record the conversation, maybe put it with something on the video if I can, or maybe I can't do that, so I'll try my best anyway. So I'm going to make my way and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Just in the waiting room, waiting. I went to the wrong hospital and I nearly had a car accident, but I'll explain that later. Okay, so I went all the way to the hospital that it said on the letter, but it was at the top right hand corner and it wasn't the right address. So I had 10 minutes to get here to the hospital that I'm supposed to be at, which is the hospital I have my blood tests at, but I didn't realise. And I nearly had a car accident because I pulled over to, I went into the outside lane and I didn't see that there was a car there, and he beeped so hard I nearly crashed into him. Really bad. It's because of this. I don't usually wear these glasses to drive, I use the thinner ones, and yeah, close call, so I'm still sitting here waiting, and yeah, hopefully I'll record what she says to me. Okay, so I got back from my appointment, and before I go into it, I went to the shops to pick up some things for my, which I've just been eating a little bit of. I've just picked up some things from the shop because obviously I am now on stims. So I want to start eating, well, continue to eat, excuse me, good things. So I've bought a couple of things. I'm going to show you. Okay. Just quickly, obviously I spoke about the fact that you have to drink milk. A litre of milk a day is what the IVF clinic suggested. So I've bought some whole milk, just maybe to have some in my cereal. If I can't do that, then some semi-skimmed, a whole big one, so I can have, you know, a lot. And if I don't really want to do that, I've got some yogurt and whatnot, so that's fine. I've bought some raspberries and some blueberries because I also put them into my cereal because it's good to mix the fruit with the protein. I'm not sure if Weetabix is protein, but so also I've bought some walnut halves and some Brazil nuts because they're supposed to be very good when you're stimming and on the 2-week wait actually. So, and bought some carrots and some broccoli because broccoli's got natural folate in it. So carrots cut up. Bought some chicken in case I want to make some sandwiches. I could just pop some chicken in there. We do have some fresh chicken in the fridge. And I also bought some Kievs. Chicken Kievs we're going to have later. You know, with the garlic in it and whatnot. Yeah, so that's what I've bought today just to have the day. And I was just snacking on these Snacker Jacks rather than chocolate. Okay, now on to my update. Okay, so I walked in there and I was a little bit disappointed that it wasn't the actual consultant, but obviously these things happen and they have their registrars to come and talk to you. And also the reason I was having this appointment in the first place was supposed to be rushed so that I could have all these tests done or any kind of chats before I start the IVF, because as I suspected they were basically like, well, you do your IVF and if it doesn't work, we hope that we don't see you again, but if it doesn't work then you can come back and we could discuss what to do next. And I'm thinking, well, I don't want to. I haven't got the chance to do IVF again, so it doesn't matter what they do. But basically, they've said that I have got an ampullary, AMPULLARY, blockage of both fallopian tubes, and she drew me a picture, and it was literally like, if you get the kind of triangular shaped uterus, let's say, it's the blockage right on the sides, so it's right at the end. I said, is it the whole thing? And she said, it's usually there. And I said, is there a chance that I can have them unblocked? Because I heard stories that sometimes pregnancy can unblock it, or the HCSG can do it. And she said that the success rate of unblocking tubes via surgery is not very good. It's not very high, but that depends on how tough the scar tissue is and how much of it there is. They can also like chop part of it out and then re-suture it with the rest, but that's all, it just depends on everything. So, but they can't take another look at my tubes until I've done my IVF, in which time I'm hoping that it will be successful and I won't have to do it anyway. Anything else? I had a biopsy taken a couple of years ago, and I'm not actually sure why they wanted that done, but it was just one of the procedures to do before I was forwarded for IVF, and I never found the results, or they probably found what they were looking for, or but at the time they didn't tell me what it was, and if everything was fine. And I asked them what that was, and all she could see, she said, I haven't got the results for that on here. I was like, right, that's a bit silly, isn't it? She was reading my notes as she was talking to me, which was a bit annoying, because it just felt like she didn't really know what my story. And I'm not making any offence to anyone, but she was an Asian lady, and I couldn't really understand her, because of her accent, what she was saying, so it was a little bit tough to try and really get an idea of what was happening. It did say on the form, from what I could read from what she was there saying, is that they said that they checked for polyps and fibroids, and I didn't have any, or either, and it says that I have an accurate uterus. So whatever that means, no idea. She didn't know either, so I'm guessing it just means that it's not tilted or anything like that. So I asked about a laparoscopy, and they said that would show my uterus and everything from the outside and make sure everything's right that way. But she says it's not really necessary, because you're trying to work out the inside, the blockages, the lining and everything. So yeah, she said that after the IVF, if it doesn't work, then we can come and have another look at my tubes. So I'm just hoping that we won't even get to that point, because it's just a bit of a grim outlook there, really. But yeah, I did literally take a recording of the whole meeting, but there was times where she's going, and she's like looking through the file, reading as she's talking to me. So it was, if I can try and cut it, I might just do a separate video and just put the whole conversation on there, and if you really want to listen to it, then you can, and give me advice. But I'm not going to add it to this one, because it's a 20-minute video as it is. So if you choose to watch it, and I have uploaded it, it will be here. And if nothing's come up and I haven't, then I haven't been able to cut it, because there were some questions that she's asked me, like where I lived at the time and things. So if I'm able to cut it, hopefully you guys can listen, and you'll see my frustration. Yeah, so that's it for now, and that's my VEDA number 15. Yeah, 15, I think. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but see you there. Bye.